Next question, how do you transfer the systems you come up with from your mind to your employees? Computer files, binders, emails. I have it all in my mind, but I'm not sure what the best way to pass it on would be when I begin hiring next spring. Thanks, Thomas. Okay, so yes, computer files, binders, emails. We've done videos. Honestly, I would start with this. Weekly team meetings. And then do 2 weekly meetings with your team. So we do Mondays and Thursdays, and we've added a third one on Wednesday that's optional, where we actually talk about stuff outside of just lawn care and landscape. We talk about their personal finances and their careers and leadership. Doing that is going to get whatever's in your mind into their mind a whole lot better than computer files or binders. Like, you got to remember, these are hardworking guys. They don't want to sit down and watch videos. We've tried this before, where they have an orientation system of videos for their first day or two, and my goodness, they don't like it. And they glaze over after 10, 15 minutes. And if you have 5-6 hours of video like we did, and we had all videos and all chronologically showing them how to use certain equipment, guess what? These are workers. Unfortunately, they're not going to sit down and absorb information for 6 hours from a video camera or a video screen. Like, they're just not going to do it. So definitely have a system in place for training, whether it be, if the big part is just making it incremental. So like day one, it's like you got to learn how to use the software, use a line trimmer and a blower. Like, that's all you learn. Then like maybe day 4, you learn to push more. Then the next day, maybe you learn ZeroTurn. The next day, you learn how to drive the truck. Then you learn how to back up the truck. Then like you just have it. That's the best way in terms of making sure it's systematic. And then the biggest thing, though, in terms of getting what's in your mind into their mind is those team meetings to check in with them. We've also had where when we have a lot of new employees, we try to actually get mentors for every single new hire. So they have a mentor and a mentee, and they get like a buddy system. So I think we have like 4 at a time. So when there's new employees, there's 4 assigned mentors to them. And those mentors are the ones that check in with them on all their jobs. They make sure that they are the ones that kind of sign off on that person being ready to go solo and being ready to be able to run a route themselves. And so that's what I would recommend. If you have a lot of team members, do the mentor-mentee thing, where the mentor who's been around for a while is responsible for the success of the mentee, the new hire, and then have a systematic way of training them where it starts with very, very basic, and then there's kind of a last thing that they got to do in order to be able to kind of be like, all right, you're out of training, the initial part at least. Obviously you're going to train them ongoing through those team meetings and things, but in terms of culture and getting that culture of learning and education and getting what's in your mind into their mind, you got to start with team meetings, and then I'd definitely say you got to do open book management. That opens up the culture to where when you do have something in your mind, they actually care because it affects their paycheck, it affects their pay for performance, it affects the profitability, which then they know and see, and they can start to learn business and things. So that's just my 2 cents, my opinion.